Over there.
Continuate a dirlo.
Now, over there. You went up to him, didn't you?
A quel punto lui si è...
As far as just directing the film, it's probably about the hardest gig I've ever done in my life. And it wasn't as big as Braveheart with all the horses and people and stuff, but there were more precise things that had to happen in it. Every sequence was definitely difficult to get, and difficult to get the way you wanted to get it so that you really experienced it, so you felt like you were in the middle of it.
The actors and everybody on the film was being motivated to put everything that they had, you know, and their best work on the screen.
He's wonderful with the actors. The greatest experience was to get to see him working with the actors because he's so good at drawing out of them because of being an actor himself. He was really great at knowing how to deal with them to get what he needed in terms of a performance.
You know, but stand up for like a wrestling shot. You ever seen that?
They trust him. I think it's about trust. A lot of actors resist directors because they're probably better actors than the directors are. In Mel's case, you know, he's at least on par with any of them, I dare say.
Mr. Gibson knows exactly what he wants, but in the same time, he's an actor and a wonderful actor, and he loves and he respects actors. He asked us, he pushed us to express ourselves, to be creative.
He doesn't talk a lot, Mel. He's more, he moves a lot. It's like if he want to tell you how to do things more with his body, the way how he moves, than the way how he talks. There is this thing that's almost animal about him and instinctive, which is very interesting.
When he's directing and he's watching the video monitor, and he'll be doing the action. He'll be even saying the lines sometimes. And the facial expressions, and he'll move back and forth. And you almost want to sit him down and tie him to the chair because it gets distracting. You know, he's moving and he's making noise while he's doing that too. So sound guys are going crazy, and he really gets sucked right into the moment, as if he's part of that whole scene that he's directing. And it's unique. I've never really seen anyone do that.
I was lucky to have Steve McAvity there, who was like, the guy's amazing. He doesn't know how to quit, you know. Sometimes I want to slap him. I said, why don't you just quit? You know, but he doesn't know how to quit. He's really dogged. So he was really good to have there. He's always a good guy and a lateral thinker as well. If you're banging your head up against the wall, he'll say, hey, why don't you just walk around the wall? And you go, oh, thanks, Steve. I hadn't thought of that. You know, I mean, he just thinks in an oblique way that's kind of, it just didn't occur to you because you're too focused on what you're doing. So he's able to sort of like pull you up and go, hey, you know, great. He was a really valuable asset, really put himself out there, gave everything he had. The guy lost 50 pounds during production. He was like a walking skeleton by the end of it, but he was like a ball of energy. He was just going on hard.
I got an idea. Why don't we let me out?
I need a translator.
Di non andare dietro a Jim se non si...
Molto energy. Now we have these signs. Do you see these signs?
Vedete questi cartelli che abbiamo qua giù che abbiamo fatto?
All right. Okay, do that one.
Fate questo, pandemonio, fate pandemonio.
Hey, what thing happened to me on the way to the port?
I mean, you're working in another country with people who speak, and you have that step